Hi APU, my name is Tessie Scavone and today I will be interviewing an animation major to hear a little bit more about how their department has adapted during this time in quarantine.
Hi, my name is Matt D'Amico. I'm currently a freshman at APU and I'm studying animation and visual effects. One day I hope to be working for an animation company like Disney or DreamWorks and working in visual development.
That's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about why you chose your major and why you like it?
Yeah, of course. Ever since I was little, I've loved to draw and paint, and I have such a passion for storytelling, and so animation was the career choice for me. One of the best things about the animation program at APU is just the community. It's really cool to be surrounded by fellow artists who have the same passion as you do, and you just are learning so much every class period, and it's really cool.
That's awesome. And now with this quarantine and being away from APU, can you tell us a little bit about how that transition was for your major and just maybe not having resources or access to stuff that you have on campus?
Yeah, it's actually been really hard because a huge part of the animation major is actually the studio, and we have a lot of equipment that we use there. And right when we got back home, our professor emailed us and said that they're going to be buying and shipping out new tablets for us to be working on because we have projects that we need to be working on the tablets. And so they sent out us these pretty expensive tablets, and it's been transition for sure. It took a while for them to get here, but once we got all settled in and everything was downloaded and all the softwares were working, things started to turn out pretty well. So yeah.
How long did that take for you guys to get a hold of the tablets and get everything downloaded and start classes kind of up and running again?
We were still meeting regularly for classes, but it took about a week and a half or so for me to get my tablet, and I just live in NorCal. So, and there's some people that live out of state, so that took a bit longer. So it was pretty chaotic in the beginning, but our department did a really good job of making sure that everyone was settled in and there was no like technical difficulties or anything, because that was a hard part too. We had a lot of stuff that we needed to download onto our laptops and computers. So, yeah.
That's great to hear. Do you want to share any projects you're working on or tell us a little bit about what you do on the tablets?
Yeah, so this semester, the big project for freshmen is we're actually working on a 1 minute long animated short. And so our professor said that it could be pretty much anything, no sound, but we're really just like focusing on the performance of our characters that we're animating and stuff. So that's the main project that takes up quite a bit of time. But it's like our final thing. So yeah.
Do you want to explain how long that minute is for us who are not animation majors?
Yeah, it takes a long time. I know like for some a minute does not seem like a long time, but well, in the beginning last semester, we were just doing animation tests, and they were like 1 to 2 second tests that could take hours depending on how complex it was. So a minute is a really long time in animation terms, especially for us students that are still learning. As we get more experience, it becomes faster, but yeah.
So my last question for you is, has your major been meeting via Zoom and how has that been?
Yeah, we actually meet normal times for classes. It's a little different because when we're getting critiqued in class, it's nice to have like the professor right in front of you or your classmates like giving you advice on your work. But the one thing that's nice about Zoom is that we can share screens, and so we can actually show like our professor what we're working on from the software that we're like working on. So that's really nice. But overall, it hasn't been too crazy of a shift, but I do miss that face-to-face interaction.
Matt, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today via Zoom. I can't wait to see your work in the future.
Thank you. That's awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Tessie Scavone. Don't forget to check out Zoo News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and our website, zoonews.com. Stay safe and healthy out there.